Hello Vietmaxim family and welcome back to my channel. A couple of days ago I did a detailed analysis of Bitcoin, and as part of the analysis I mentioned that it's really depend on the stock market. If the market continue to retrace, there is a possibility that Bitcoin could follow this inverted flag, and if it ever break down below this prior low, which was I think around like 17.5, if it dropped below that, then there's a chance for Bitcoin to continue to drop all the way to about 11,000. And for the past week, now after found support at 17 and a half, Bitcoin has been able to stabilize and trend up. Then it reached a height of almost 25,000. But since then, it's been retracing. And for the past 7 days, it continued to trend lower. A couple days ago, when I did the analysis, I mentioned that Bitcoin was retracing and forming this tiny little downward channel. And let's see if we can just connect this line with this line here. Extend that to cover the low, and then just extend this line. All right, so that's what we have. After hitting the resistance of this upward channel, Bitcoin retraced, and then it's been oscillate or very much following this downward channel. Today, Bitcoin right now is trading at about 20,800. It's been dropping because the stock market down big today. So what we're looking at here is, here's the key. There is still that possibility that we could see something like this. The key is Bitcoin need to find a base or a bottom as part of the retracement of this high, and the bottom has to be higher than this prior low, which is around 19,500. Why is it extremely important for Bitcoin to find some sort of a bottom as part of this retracement, and the bottom has to be higher than this prior low? Let me explain. Because when you look at this, first, when Bitcoin retraced, found bottom here, the bottom was higher than the prior low. It bounced up to this high. The key here is this high is higher than the prior high. Then the retracement, the bottom as part of this retracement was higher than the prior bottom. So essentially what we have here is a mini bull flag. So when we look at this as a mini bull flag, we can project the target by taking the top of this line to the bottom and then just lay it where it broke out. Now, as you can see, as part of this bounce, it broke out of the resistance here and then ran very much to our target price. So if Bitcoin can find the bottom, and again, the bottom has to be higher than this prior low. So this could potentially set up another mini bull flag. So assuming if Bitcoin finds support at, let's say, 20,000 and bounce up and then cross over the resistance of this downward channel, then there is a good possibility that we could look at the target for the bounce, which is from this point, and let's say if we lay it to about right here, then we can potentially look at about 26,000, where it would likely retest this prior low. And at this point, if Bitcoin can gather enough support and stabilize over this 26,000, then we're in really good shape. So within the next few days, it's really important for Bitcoin to be able to find support once it hit the resistance of this upward channel at around 20,000. Let's say if somehow the price breakdown, it has to hold support at this point, which is around 19.5. A breakdown below 19.5, then there is a potential for it to retest its prior low at 17.5. And like I said earlier, if it breaks down below this 17.5, then we are in deep trouble. But seriously, I've been looking at the volume and the trend and all of that. I still believe that 20,000 will hold. So that is what I'm betting on. Right now, everything is looking bad. But when you look at this chart, it's very much following this trend line. The encouraging thing is the high here was higher than this prior high. So I am still betting on some sort of buying support at 20,000, and then Bitcoin would likely bounce up. We just have to monitor how the stock market is going to perform over the next few days. That's it. Give me a like if you appreciate this content, and if you like this sort of boring videos, make sure to click that subscribe button and turn on notifications.